Hi everyone, and welcome to the June monthly vibe here at Rapid Growth. So this month is a bit of a mix. We're going to have the highs, we're going to have the lows, we're going to have the in-betweens. What I found mostly of the months, it's either more so leaning towards the negative, or it's leaning more so towards the positive, or it's kind of like just hanging in the middle. This month feels a little bit like we're going to have an experience of the highs, the lows, the good, the bad, and the ugly. However, the good news is we're not going to feel it such as to the extreme of each paradigm. We're going to kind of just like dip in and out of it. So it's actually not a bad month if you look at it from that perspective. So, you know, we might start off the month with a little bit with some vibes coming in where we feel maybe a little bit worried. We feel like we maybe have a bit of more obligations. There's like kids playing in the background. So we kind of like, you know, it's actually quite perfect, you know, wanting to hang out and just wanting to play and just also connecting to our inner child. But we're going to be feeling a bit of weight coming in from, you know, just being an adult, just having responsibilities and just kind of like feel like, you know, I just don't really want to deal with it. So you're going to be feeling this feeling of like dragging your feet a little bit. But be mindful that even if you feel that, remember that every action that you take right now has a tremendous impact on your future. So even if you are feeling a little bit like, I don't really want to, you know, I invite you to ask yourself, would your future self be thankful for the mindset that you have right now? I ask that again. If you feel a little bit down, if you feel a little bit like, bah, all right, we all have that, and that's okay. But if this month can cause you maybe to linger in that a little bit too long. And so when you do feel that, ask yourself, will my future self thank me for being in this mindset? I think the answer there will probably already motivate you, because I find that by me just thinking about that, I already feel a bit motivated, right? I feel motivated to just kind of like shift my mindset around. So your mindset also, guys, it is your absolute strongest and greatest asset. If you think, oh, I don't want to do this is going to be terrible, everything is just, you know, heavy, I'm bored, I'm this, I'm that, perfect. That's your reality. That's exactly what your reality is going to be now. If you're going to be positive and you're going to think, well, I don't want to regret this, I don't want my future self to feel the consequences of my behavior right now or my attitude right now, great. So let's change our mindset into a behavioral pattern, or even just taking one small step that your future self can be thankful for. So be mindful also with this exercise, you know, that this is not something that ends up causing you to live in the future. That's not the point. The point is to practice mindfulness of how you behave in the present moment, but also to understand and take responsibility for the ramifications that your current behavior can have onto your future. Right now, what we've been going through in the past year, there's things that's happened, you know, that's been taking or were taking place in the present moment in the past that had massive ramifications into the future that we had no control over. But we're starting to move out of that now, guys. We are starting to move out of it. I know things are fluctuating all over the place, but we are actually moving out of it. The thing that makes it even better is that you are now more in control of your future than what you perhaps might realize. Sometimes there might still be some emotions that's so high or so strong that you can't see past what is really going on. You can't see the bigger picture here, and that's okay. It's okay to feel like that. But the great thing is mentally you can overcome that. You can pep talk yourself into a better place. And when you start to do that, the emotional side of it will eventually start to follow. Maybe not as fast as you would like it to, but at least your mindset can continue to keep your actions in a way that your future self will be absolutely thankful for. So even though you might be feeling the burden of things going on and it's like, I don't want to do this, you'll be also motivated and feel this pull of like, I want security, I want stability, right? You might feel like, I want to make changes, I need things to move forward. But then there's like that other half of you is like, I don't want to, I want to play, I just want to have fun. That's okay. Life is all about balance, right? Life is all about balance. And just even as I'm listening to these kids right now, I know there's days where it's absolutely silent. And these guys are working really, really hard at school. They're plummeting away into their projects. And then there's another day where they just go wild like today. And they're playing. And now it's fun time. Now we play hard. That is what June is going to be showing you. It's just to find that balance. To know, okay, when it is time to get, busy. Let's look forward to the fact that we are going to move out of it. It's not going to be like in a permanent state. Right? Everything in life comes to an end. And so will this just slow and lethargic type of attitude or mindset, this vibe, is going to come to an end as well. So, yeah, there's going to be mixed messages. You're going to feel a little bit here and there. And we're going to have, our new moon as well. And it's going to trigger, our feelings of like, can I make a decision? I feel like I cannot. So, it's a bit of an indecisive month as well. But the beauty also here of it is that you will move into a place and space in your life where there's a vibe coming in that's going to hold, or at least not even hold, just bring forward this platform where you can receive attention, where you can emotionally digest it, where you will start to feel stronger and more secure in your social status as well. And so, as you can see, there's different areas in your life that's going to feel really great. In other areas, it's going to feel like really, really heavy. And then sometimes areas we're going to have that's in between, and it's going to go really, really well. And so don't stress if you have people also coming and going that's maybe a little bit not cooperating, because they might be feeling the vibes just as much as you are, but they might be buying more into the negative side of that. They might be buying into a little bit more of just feeling the sabotage that's coming in there as well. So be mindful of these people and their mindsets and their attitudes, that you don't end up copying that, so it doesn't kind of like rub off on you. Stand strong in terms of what it is, what kind of experience it is that you want to have in June, because that's really what these vibes are teaching us. It's like saying, hey, here's what's going to happen. It's going to be there. You're going to feel it. And it's up to you what you want to do with it. How do you want to deal with that? That's kind of like where it really ends. And we have to pick up where it ends and decide, okay, well, this is how we want to show up, and this is what we're going to do about that. And I've been quite challenged by that already. So, I feel that especially now at this moment, and that's okay. That is absolutely okay. And I keep telling myself, here's the rewards of what's going to happen if we do finish this. Here's going to be the next step of what you can do, what you will love and look forward to. And I have this pattern also where I normally try to do everything that I absolutely don't like. I do that first, because then it's done. Then the heaviness and the weights go over, and it's just, you don't have to deal with it anymore. And I feel my energy is just expanding when I do that. And now it's like, okay, now it's fun time. Now it's playtime. And normally playtime for me is creative work. So I leave that always when I've done all the responsibilities and the duties and getting that out of the way. So June is also going to be asking you to think smarter and not harder. So see how can you be creative around the things that you don't like. How can you perhaps maybe delegate more of that? How can you maybe do bits and pieces of it over a slow period of time, so that by the time when you do come to the day when it has to be done, you only have to do one small element of it, and then everything else that you've been doing over time has accumulated that brings it into a full, complete project. I know some things it's not going to work with everything, but there's just some ideas in there for you to look at just to make this month easier. It doesn't have to be hard, guys. It can be a fun, easy going month as well. So keep all of that in mind, and remember, you're going to have things flaring up. You might have issues with your feet, you might have issues with your back, you might have your neck. You might have been feeling your neck in May. You're probably going to feel a lot more in June as well. And if you do, remember, you can go grab your copy of Metaphysical Anatomy on Amazon. You can grab it on the book app at metaphysicalapp.com and go see what is the hidden messages that's in the body. What is it that you're not looking at? What is it that the body needs you now to focus on, shift, and heal? So guys, I look forward to seeing you for the next week forecast, and until then, be the light that you are.
Hi guys, thank you for joining me, and remember to grab your copy of Metaphysical Anatomy on Amazon, 679 medical ailments. And I also wrote about the psychosomatic root causes of that, and I'm spoiling it because I even added key points for you to start looking at important questions that you can ask yourself to start improving your quality of life. And also remember to catch me on Instagram, Evette Rose, 1 with the digit 1, and Metaphysical Anatomy on our Facebook fan page. Bye guys!